Adult cats almost never meow at each other, which is weird because if you've ever lived with a cat, you know they absolutely meow at you. At the door, at the bowl, at 3 a.m., at a wall, at a piece of dust that apparently owes them money. So here's the question. If meowing is not really how adult cats talk to other cats, why does your cat keep doing it to you? The answer is that your cat may have built something very strange. Not a language exactly, more like a tiny emotional control panel for humans, and somehow you are the button. To understand this, we need to start with kittens, because kittens do meow at other cats. Specifically, they meow at their mother. A kitten is small, cold, hungry, and extremely bad at being independent. So it uses sound as a distress signal. Basically, mother, I am tiny. Please solve this. And for a kitten, that makes sense. The mother cat needs to know where the kitten is, whether it is hungry, whether it is uncomfortable, and whether it has accidentally become a potato under a blanket. But as cats grow up, something changes. Adult cats have a lot of other ways to communicate. They use scent, they use posture, they use tail position, they use facial expression, they use touch, they use staring at each other like two suspicious landlords. For another cat, a tiny shift in body language can mean a lot. A slow blink, a tail flick, a sideways ear, a scent mark on the corner of a chair. Cats are not silent, they just do not need to narrate everything out loud. But then humans enter the room, and we are unfortunately terrible at that. Your cat can rub its face on a doorway, flick its tail twice, stand beside the food bowl, stare at you, and perform an entire silent opera of feline meaning. And you will look down and say, "Aw, you're just standing there." So the cat escalates, "Meow!" And suddenly, the giant hairless roommate responds. The human turns around, the human talks back, the human opens the door, the human fills the bowl, the human becomes useful. This is the first part of the Meow Machine, the baby signal. Cats kept a kitten-like sound because it works on us. The second part is the human button. A Cornell communication study found that people can hear differences between cat calls. Some meows sound more urgent and demanding. They tend to be longer, lower, and harder to ignore. Other meows sound more pleasant or appealing, shorter, softer. More please adopt me, I am just a little guy. The important thing is not that cats are forming sentences. They are not saying, "Dear human, please proceed to the kitchen and operate the can opener," but they are making sounds that push human emotions in different directions. Urgent meow, move now. Sweet meow, love me. Tiny chirp, notice me. Demonic hallway yowl, I have discovered acoustics. And over time, humans respond. This is where it gets funny, because you may think you trained your cat, but your cat has also been training you. Imagine the cat tries one sound at the fridge, nothing happens. Then it tries a louder one. You look over. Then it tries that sound while standing near the food bowl. You feed it. Congratulations, a new button has been installed. From the cat's point of view, the experiment was a success. Input specific meow, output human movement, reward dinner. So the cat saves that sound, not because it understands grammar, but because it understands results. This is the third part of the Meow Machine, the personal dictionary. Your cat's meow system is not universal. It is built between one cat and one household. One cat may have a breakfast meow, a door meow, you close the bathroom and this is illegal meow, a hello, I missed you meow, and a completely separate noise for the bottom of the bowl is visible, so clearly I am starving. Another cat may be almost silent. Another may have the vocal range of a tiny opera singer with tax problems. Some breeds are famously more talkative. Some cats become more vocal with age. And if a cat suddenly starts meowing much more than usual, that can matter. It can be stress, it can be confusion, it can be hunger, it can be pain. It can be an older cat dealing with changes in hearing, vision, or health. So the point is not ignore your cat, it is manipulating you. The point is, meowing is information. Sometimes that information is I love you, sometimes it is feed me, and sometimes it is something is wrong, please pay attention. But the reason it feels so personal is because it often is. Your cat is not speaking cat. It is speaking you. It has learned which sounds make you turn your head, which sounds make you laugh, which sounds make you open the door, which sounds make you get up from the couch even though you just sat down, and you have learned it back. You know the difference between the normal meow and the weird meow. You know when your cat is greeting you. You know when it is demanding dinner. You know when the meow has that special haunted tone that means, I brought you a sock, and I require applause. This is why the phrase, cats meow only at humans, is a little too simple. Cats can make many different sounds. sounds. They can meow at other cats. They can hiss. They can growl. They can trill. They can chatter at birds like tiny broken printers. But the everyday domestic meow, the one that asks, complains, greets, negotiates, seems to be especially shaped around humans. Because we are the weird animals in their environment who do not smell the right corners, do not understand tail grammar, and somehow control all the cans. So the cat adapts. It takes an old kitten signal and turns it into a tool. Not exactly language, not exactly manipulation. Something stranger. A shared routine, a private soundboard, a tiny treaty between predator and can opener. And that is the real reason your cat meows at you. Not because it thinks you are another cat. Probably because it knows you are not. You are slower, louder, easier to confuse, but incredibly useful. And after thousands of years living beside us, cats found the one sound humans cannot resist. Meow. Which means your cat did not learn human language. It made humans learn cat customer service. And honestly, it worked.